Hello everyone, my name is Deidre and this is Her Majesty, your melanated guide through pageantry. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Thank you for returning. And if you are new here, then welcome to the Queendom. Today's video is going to be about budget-friendly pageant prep tips. So if you're interested in balling on a budget, then stay tuned. This video has 7 different tips, and the first one is set a budget with what you have right now. So what I mean is, don't plan to spend a certain amount on the pageant if you don't have that amount in your bank account right now. In short, this tip means not to plan to spend more than you already have. This is going to set you up for success because you'll have something realistic that you can work with as you continue towards your pageant journey. Number 2 is to thrift monthly. Those of you who know that I am an avid thrifter. I love to go to thrift stores and secondhand stores and find different gems throughout different decades. And you can really stay very stylish while thrifting. And so what I recommend in this tip is by going to the thrift stores once a month, meaning that you don't go to the same thrift store the same month twice. So you'll want to spread it out and make sure that you give the thrift store time to get new pieces, or else you'll continue to see the same pieces over and over again, which is what I was doing. Number 3 is to start your shopping early. What this means is, if you know what you're going to need to buy, make sure to buy it at a reasonable time, meaning at least a month out, because you'll want to make sure you avoid any kind of express shipping that you'll need to do. And believe it or not, you can end up spending another $20, $100, or sometimes even thousands of dollars to ship things rushed to get express shipping for special items, whether it's their gown or their shoes. Make sure that you purchase things ahead of time. If you know you're going to need something for a pageant coming up real soon, get it ASAP so that you can save that money for something else that really matters. Number 4 is DIY. What you can do yourself, do it yourself. This being your nails, your hair, and even your makeup. You can get press-ons if you're balling on a budget, and these days they make them really, really nice. I like using the brand Impress, and they always get my nails looking super nice, and they usually last for about 10 to 14 days. Next is about hair. You do not have to go all out on hair, especially if you're competing for an ethnic pageant or something that likes to embrace unique cultural beauty. Then I highly recommend just wearing your natural hair. And also, if you want to wear some kind of extension, which is fine too, use something that is on the lower end. There's nothing wrong with synthetic, girl. I am rocking synthetic myself and I look fabulous, if I do say so myself. So there's no shame in going a little bit lower in budget. Also, it is totally fine to do your own makeup. As you guys saw for Miss Black USA, I did my own makeup the whole week, being pageant week and the competition day. So it is very possible to still succeed in your pageant while being the one doing all of your own services. Number 5 is start a fundraiser. Start a fundraiser. Gather the people in your community and really encourage them to donate to your cause. And you can have a fundraiser many different ways. What I did was I opened a GoFundMe account and I shared it on Facebook and a few other social media platforms. I let the people who are in my circle know that I was doing this really important thing. And a lot of people won't donate, but some will. Make sure to share your journey, because you will have donors out there that are very willing to give, and you might be surprised with how generous they can be. Number 6 is get sponsored. Now, this is an alternative way to save money on your budget, is by getting the things that you would buy paid for by another party. For example, if you had to get an evening gown, perhaps you would get sponsored by an evening gown designer, and then they just give you a gown, so you wouldn't have to spend money on one. There are sponsors for many different things. It can be hair or skin services, these can be outfits, and these can even be trainings like a walking coach or a speech coach. So don't close the door to getting sponsored, because it's something that can really help. Make sure to work those connections that you have and the connections that your organization has to see what you can do to get most of your stuff sponsored. Last but not least, number 7 is keep track. One of the most important things about budgeting is staying accountable, and you stay accountable and responsible by keeping track of each of your expenses. I had a pageant binder and a finances folder where I had a payment tracker. From as little the socks to as much as my evening gown, I had a tracker in my pageant binder that kept score of every single thing I purchased and how much it was with tax. And that's the way I was able to stick under my budget. And so, as you might guess, I was able to keep under my budget for Miss Black USA, and I'm sure I saved literally thousands of dollars by budgeting with these tips. So go ahead and try them for your pageant journey too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, then please like it so I can see that you do. And if you want to see more, then hit subscribe and join the queendom. But thank you so much for coming along today. I hope you have a great day or a great night, and take good care.